Hello, good day. In today's class, we will be looking at mapping and functions. The learning objective by the end of the lesson, the students should be able to 1. Identify functions in mapping, 2. Simplify functions, 3. Evaluate inverse of functions, 4. Solve composite functions. Start activity. What is mapping? Mapping is a relationship between two or more sets, usually known as the domain and the codomain. The domain is a set of elements. While the codomain is a set of images of the elements of the domain. It's a set of images of the elements of the domain. It can be shown in an arrow diagram. Example 1. If f of x is equals to 3x minus 2 over 5, calculate a. f of minus 3, b. f of minus 2. Solution. It is given that f of x is equals to 3x minus 2 all over 5. Therefore, f of minus 3 means we substitute x in f of x as minus 3. That means 3 multiplied by minus 3 minus 2 divided by 5. 3 multiplied minus 3 is minus 9. Minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11. So it gives us minus 11 over 5. That's the solution. The second one says, what is f of minus 2? So f of x is already given as 3x minus 2 all over 5. So f of minus 2 is given by 3 multiplying minus 2. Minus 2 all over 5. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. So we have minus 8 over 5. Okay? Let's look at example 2. If g of x is equals to 4x squared plus 3x minus 2, write down the following in its simplest form. A. G of x plus 4. B. G of x minus 1 in bracket plus 1. C. G of 3x plus 2. The solution. Given that g of x is equals to 4x squared plus 3x minus 2, so g of x plus 4 simply means 4x squared plus 3x minus 2 plus 4, which gives us 4x squared plus 3x plus 2. That's the end of that question. If we want to look out for g of x given as 4x squared plus 3x minus 2, let us find g of x minus 1. G of x minus 1 means 4, substituting x as x minus 1, giving us 4 into x minus 1 squared plus 3 into x minus 1 minus 2. So that gives us 4 into expanded x minus 1. That gives us x squared minus 2x plus 1, bracket closes. Then we use 3 to open up the bracket. We have 3x minus 3 minus 2. So if we continue, we have 4x squared minus 8x plus 4 plus 3x minus 3 minus 2. So that gives us 4x squared minus 5x minus 1. So if we now add the plus 1, it's giving us 4x squared minus 5x. Okay, let's move on to the C part of that question. In the C part of that question, we are asked to find g of 3x plus 2. So g of 3x plus 2 means we have 4 into substituting x, we have 3x plus 2 as x squared plus 3 into 3x plus 2 minus 2. So if you open the bracket, you have 4 into 9x squared plus 12x plus 4, bracket closes, plus, if you open the bracket, you have 9x plus 6, then minus 2. So if we open the bracket again, in the fourth one, you have 4 times 9x squared, you give 36x squared. 4 times 12x gives us 48x, and 4 times 4 gives us 16, then plus 9x plus 6 minus 2. So we have 36x squared plus 57x plus 20. That's all for example 2. Let's look at example 3. For example 3, we have if f of x is equals to x minus 3 over 3, calculate the f inverse of 2 or the f inverse of minus 2. Solution: we make an assumption that let f of x be equals to y. Therefore, y becomes x minus 3 over 3. So we make x the subject of the formula. We have 3y is equals to x plus 3, x minus 3. Therefore, we'll take minus 3 to the left hand side. It becomes 3y plus 3 is equals to x. So f inverse of x is equals to 3x plus 3. So f inverse of 2 is equals to 3. Substituting x as 2, we have 3 times 2, that's 6. 6 plus 3, that's 9. Or f inverse of minus 2, we have 3 into minus 2 plus 3. That's 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 3 is equals to minus 3. Okay, composite function. Composite function means joining two functions together. So given that f of x is equals to minus 4x plus 4 and g of x is equals to 3x plus 2, evaluate f of g of x and g of f of x. So the solution: f of g of x is imply that f of bracket open 3x plus 2, that is substituting g of x, which is 3x plus 2. So in f of x, wherever we see x, we substitute it as 3x plus 2. So we have minus 4 into 3x plus 2 plus 4. So minus 4 times 3x is equals to minus 12. And minus 4 times plus 2 is equals to minus 8, then plus 4. So we have minus 12x minus 4. To find g of f of x, that gives us g of minus 4x plus 4. That means substituting f of x there. So substituting this in g of x, we have 3 into minus 4x plus 4 plus 2. So that gives us minus 12x in opening the bracket plus 12 plus 2. That is minus 12x plus 14. That is g of x. Okay, let us have a good look at this question. The question reads that f of x is equals to 10 minus x, g of x is equals to x over 2, provided that x is not equal to 0, and h of x is equals to 2 raised to power x, and g of x is equals to 3x plus 2 is equals to 5 minus 2x. Evaluate A, Roman figure 1, g of half, Roman figure 2, hg of half. B, find x when f of x is equals to 7. C, find x when g of x is equals to h of 3. D, find j inverse of x. E, write f of x plus g of x plus 1 as a single fraction in its simplest form. G, bracket open, f of x bracket close, all squared minus f of x is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Find the values of a, b, and c. Then G, find x when h inverse of x is equals to 10. Let us look at the solution together. Now, g of x is equals to 2 over x. So g of half is equals to 2 divided by half, which is equals to 4. So g of half is 4. Hg of half, We've already calculated g of half to be equals to 4. So we have h of 4. H of 4 means 2 raised to power 4, which is 16. So hg of half is equals to 16. To find the value of x when f of x is equals to 7, that means f of x is equals to 10 minus x. So that means 7 is equals to 10 minus x. So 7 minus 10 is equals to minus x. So minus 3 is equals to minus x. So x is equals to 3. To find x when g of x is equals to h of 3. G of x is 2 over x. 2 over x is equals to h of 3 is 2 raised to power 3 because h of x is 2 raised to power x. Therefore, 2 over x is equals to 8. So x is equals to 2 over 8, which is 1 over 4. To find the j inverse of x, so let j of x be equals to y, which means y is equals to 5 minus 2x. Therefore, trying to make x the subject of the formula, we carried 5 to the other side, become minus 5. We divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is minus 2. So x is equals to y minus 5 over minus 2. So j inverse of x is equals to j inverse of x is equals to x, that is replacing y as x, that's x minus 5 all over minus 2. Alright, thank you. Write down f of x plus g of x plus 1 as a single fraction. F of x is 10 minus x plus g of x, which is 2 over x plus 1. So we'll find the LCM, which is x. So that gives us 10x minus x squared plus 2 plus x. So that gives us 11x minus x squared plus 2 all over x. So that's minus x squared plus 11x plus 2 all over x. That is a fraction in its simplest form as a single fraction. Then the f part of the question says f of x all squared minus f of x is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. So let's find f of x all squared. That means 10 minus x all squared, which means 10 minus x times 10 minus x, which is 100 minus 10x minus 10x plus x squared. That means 100 minus 20x plus x squared. Then f of x is equals to f of 10 minus x, which is 10 into 10 minus bracket 10 minus x, which is 10 minus 10 plus x, which is equals to x. So f of x all squared minus f of x is equals to 100 minus 20x plus x squared minus x. So that gives us 100 minus 21x plus x squared. So if ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to x squared minus 21x plus 100, a is equals to the coefficient of x squared, which is 1, b is equal to the coefficient of x, which is minus 21, and c is equals to the constant term, which is 100. So to find x when h inverse of x is equals to 10, we say let h inverse of x be equals to y. That means y is equals to 2 raised to power x. So it implies that log y in base 2 is equals to x. Note, the logarithm of a number in a given base is the power in which the base must be raised. So that means I change the index form to logarithmic form. So h inverse of x is equals to log x base 2. So if log x base 2 is equals to 10, therefore x is equals to 2 raised to power 10. Thank you. Thank you very much for this class. The cost of this class should be 15,000 naira. Thank you very much for your time. You're welcome.